Hello and welcome to Chill Zone Gaming with me, Hansi. How we all doing this evening? Apologies again. It's been a week now since the last stream. I've been quite under the weather recently, so not really had the energy or being able to talk properly because I'm still quite bunged up, as you could probably tell. So apologies for that, but still had to make sure we were still doing our D&D stream. So I will be jumping back in with the folks. I think Terry's just going to make a quick cup of coffee, but the rest of the gang are there, and we'll get started. How do I do it? There we go.
Still,
There we
still
go.
all right, just can't be asked to play.
Hey, something
Be quiet.
different. It's always a
That's
pleasure, guys.
I try to keep it different every week.
You did.
Really lover.
Yeah, 7 days update. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh no, I haven't. I've been so wrapped up playing Neo at the moment.
It's general bug fixes, but it's pretty good.
Okay. So.
Look, you're meant to die at the end.
Well, Hansi died.
Until
So,
he says you're already
Crap.
dead.
I was trying to say
Crap.
something, but then I wanted to cough at the same time, so it just came out. And I was like, I'm just going to mute myself now. Ugh, I hate having this cold. Every time I think it's getting better, by like evening time, I just get kicked in the ass by it again.
So I'm the complete opposite. I wake up feeling like crap, and then as I progress through the morning, I feel fine. I start feeling better, and then by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, yeah, I haven't got any. And then it repeats the next day, like, ah, you asshole.
Yeah, it's not fun. I've had the last 2 days off.
Make a mod prison architect.
So if I remember correctly, we are back in me and Varus. Oh no, we're all at the inn now, aren't we?
We're all sitting at the table dining.
Well,
I'm laughing to myself with a bloody nose.
No, we've all gone to bed.
Yeah, you went to bed.
we did go to bed.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we had, so it means I can reset my stats.
I don't know. I would be cautious on that just yet.
Seriously, we're in an inn. We're gonna get attacked in our sleep.
I mean, I've already done it, so.
Trust me.
Fine, I will hold off.
It wouldn't be the first time that
We've been-
didn't
Yeah, we do have a knack for doing it. But then we were out on the road last time. We're in like a besieged city. Good point.
Besieged city, yes, you're going to be besieged in your bed.
Well,
Hey, old son.
you got fucked by a bug outside.
Ladies,
no,
ladies.
No. The bug landed on me. I didn't get fucked. I didn't invite the bug to my bed. I simply got crushed
absolutely
underneath its
fucking
fat
screwed.
thighs.
Mate, you got.
You got grapes without the G. Okay.
That's just rude. There was no graping at all.
It was purely consensual.
There's no consensual
What?
about it. It was just purely wrong.
What? How can you not have consensual grapes? Like, they're just fruit, Hansi.
I like grapes. People like grapes.
What? Hansi, I think you should be making that on the stream.
On with today's adventure, I reckon. On that note.
Today, kiddies, we learnt about grape.
We can give you good odds, I think. If I roll a 1 or a 2, then. I nearly thought that was a 1, but it was a 7.
Varus wakes up with that bug in his bed.
Have you got that number dyslexia thing?
Hey, like, there was a straight line, a single number with a big straight line, and then it just turns out.
If Brexit goes through, there'll be no hallucination.
The election's got to go through first. Jesus Christ.
There'll be no what? Halloumi.
Halloumi.
Why?
Oh man, but that's the
Because
best.
it all comes from fucking Greece.
Oh, there'll be halloumi. It just costs 4 times as much.
No, it'll cost an extra 30%.
Are we level 4 or 5?
Cheese.
4. That is what one thought. Oh yeah. Lovely.
I'm just trying to see if I can log into this in 2 machines at once. Because
Yeah, you should be able to. 2 different machines. Doesn't care about IP addresses.
Huh. Here. Do-do-do-boo-boo.
Oh, for fuck's sake! If I could actually log into this fucking machine. It's just so that because I got a tablet and a pen, I could just draw maps with a pen. That would be so much easier.
Ah, nice.
Ooh. Fancy.
You're right there, Skulldugger. You've kind of gone a little bit wonky.
Wonky.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
I'm trying to remember what fucking password I was up to.
Wow.
Oh, Varus is upside down.
So somebody designed a roller coaster.
Hey, Stan.
It's designed to be like really fun, but also
You're
kill
invited
you.
to stunt.
I have seven
He's in the chat.
shorter, smaller,
keep
and
inviting
tighter
him.
loop-de-loop after a long drop. That
Oh,
makes
so is it a
forces-
suicidal one?
It's just a roller coaster that's designed to induce huge amounts of euphoria into you, but also kill you.
Stan, don't enrage
What?
the DM.
Death coaster.
Yeah, because it basically drops you like 100 feet, and then just does 7 progressively tighter loop-de-loops. that
Yeah, to make the
start your brain
G-force
as-
pull all the
G-force.
blood away from your brain.
Yeah, the G-force pulls the oxygen away from you. Well, you start
That pulls the blood away, which contains the oxygen.
Yeah, your heart can't pump the fucking blood around your body strong enough, and you just die. Wow.
Oh,
That's quick. And it takes 15 seconds. It's pretty impressive.
there's a D&D Beyond interactive overlay that I can add to my channel. I did not realise that. Interesting. I'm not salty, Stun.
He's very salty, Stun. He's the saltiest of salt.
I've-
He's saltier than the Black Sea.
I have not been salty for quite a while.
Then clearly you haven't been playing D&D with us.
I don't, because whenever I try and kill you, you get salty.
We haven't done it yet, so it's been a week, so I've allowed a weekly salt shake.
Salt shake, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Shake
same.
your saltiness.
It's the same as Skullduggery shaking his maracas at me.
Maraca. He only has one at the moment.
Oh.
It only has one at the moment.
Oh yeah, we still don't know what he is.
It's a thing.
It's a maraca.
No, you.
I'm a bard.
The bard of a single maraca. No, you're not entitled to that because you don't have two.
Oh yeah.
Are we actually gonna play D&D?
No, this is a lobby game. This is a TBC tradition.
I mean, true.
We might do. I told you, I'm just trying to log into this damn thing.
If I had a nickel for every time I got John kicked off the swim team for putting laxatives in their Gatorade before trials and blaming it, I'd have 1 nickel.
Okay.
Seems pretty specific.
Why laxative?
Anyways, what are you guys doing?
So,
You get through the night, nothing happens.
hey,
Morning.
that's all we were waiting for. What time is it now? Would you say morning-wise?
Morning. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Morning.
Morning. I suppose I will head down for lovely breakfast.
To breakfast, don't spare the axe.
Now, Varus, keep your wolf whistling to yourself this time, yeah? Oh, Christ. Please say that she heard that. Please say she heard that.
Although she must have heard it from my room.
Varys,
Because currently I was still in my room.
You were still in your room, so you don't care that you don't think she will have heard you.
Or
So you
assume
weren't.
it's
So you weren't trying to do it stealthily in any way.
I wasn't doing it full stop. I was doing it out of character.
What would she need to roll? I reckon that. Nah, she hasn't heard. although you don't know that. Well, you just
Well,
don't think she'd have heard you.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't, because Varys didn't do it. I did it out of character.
You know, if I did
Yeah, but you didn't specify. So.
murder of 4 people.
I'm a mean
And Stan didn't specify until after he killed that family.
Family of 4,
Fair is
yeah,
fair.
exactly. That's where I was going with it.
Not that I'm trying to be, one
Let
of them
the
guys,
man-
but fair is fair.
I mean, even if he wolf whistled in his room, why would she assume it was aimed at her? And then
Yeah.
break into his room and then hit him with a frying pan. This seems
Well,
like
it's
this
not
seems
all
like
about
literal
Tilly.
assault to me.
Or Dilly, sorry. It's not all about Dilly.
because he's done it before.
And? Ooh, damn. That was
She
close.
knows what it sounds like when you start.
There was
whistling
already
at her.
discussion about him hiring.
He could have been.
prostitutes.
Varys could have been looking out the window, looking at some other
Exactly.
sweet, lovely lady, and going, "Damn, if only I wasn't a
In which
furball."
case, she will befriend this other sweet lady's pride and smash your enemy.
Befriend
If it
that.
was a
Was she
sweet
on
man.
Facebook?
What if they wolf whistled first and she didn't hear it? I feel like this waitress is just a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, a bit of a stuck-up, self-centered bitch, really.
Yeah.
This is a warrior woman who will defend other people's
I
honor.
thought she was alright at first, but she's getting more and more to be like that.
I'm just reading through all the characters that we got in. Oh, I've got Dilly, half-orc, beautiful yet
Dilly!
ripped barmaid. Mr. Scales, halfling barbarian, ripped as fuck. We got Murdoch
yes,
T.
he is.
Jones, the general store owner. We've got
Not
that.
ripped.
No, he's not. Well, only skullduggery on that. We've got the head guard, Marcus Tryhard.
He's ripped.
Not ripped.
We
trim.
got Flubberbeard,
But I assume.
is the man in robes,
Definitely not ripped. Probably
Uh,
on the more round side.
and Captain Basol, who has a two-handed hammer.
Probably in between. Ripped and
I just love it, Mr. Scales, halfling barbarian, leper, ripped
I
as
didn't
fuck.
Write down about Captain Basalt's hammer. I'm glad you said that.
I make notes of
Does
everything.
he have a hammer?
Yeah,
Does he
You
have
can-
a
Hammer of
hammer?
You can-
Doom.
he's waking the town up in the morning by hammering.
Does he hammer in the evening?
Just waiting for that.
Might
I was-
Oh,
Does he hammer in the evening?
If,
Isn't it supposed to be
hammer
all
in
o-
the
isn't
ball?
the last one supposed to be all over the land?
I don't fucking remember. I think it changes depending on the verse. Like Drunken Sailor. What would you do with the Drunken Sailor? Really?
Put him in the tub until he's sober.
It was a longboat till he's sober.
No, put him in the tub.
I don't know.
Put him in a tub and tell him it's a longboat, and he'll be there for hours.
Anyway,
Because the drunkenness will give him the way he feels.
That's right, because he has a basalt hammer. That's
What would you do
yes.
with a Drunken Sailor?
That's why he's Captain Basalt. Sorry.
Alexa?
That's for any lineage fans that are...
what would you do with the drunken sailor?
This might answer your question. Drunken Sailor is a sea shanty, also known as What Shall We Do with A/the Drunken Sailor? The shanty was sung to accompany certain work tasks aboard sailing ships, especially those that required a bright walking pace. It is believed to
What did Alexa
originate
say?
in the early 19th century.
A lot of things. Should have turned her up.
Put him in a longboat. Put him in a longboat and make him Baylor.
Thank you.
That was
Bail the longboat. Put him in the guard room till he gets sober.
Okay,
I
so...
feel like we
I don't know
deviated
how
off
else-
course again.
I don't know how
I mean,
it's
were
gonna
we
end.
ever on course?
Yeah.
2
Put him
out
in the
of
longboat
9.
till he's sober. Put him in the longboat and make him Baylor.
So I've gone down for breakfast.
Guard room.
Is there like anyone else in the dining area, I guess, or is it?
Yeah, there's several people here. Generally upper class.
Okay. Any familiar faces that we may have seen before?
This is hilarious. You're starting me off already.
What?
Well, he's making me do characters in my head straight away. So this is fine. Okay, you will find in the bar.
In the bar.
Well,
bar.
it's
Wow.
not
Is it
that
a tree
sort of
end?
build. So
Have they made the bar out of tree end?
no, so like in where was the bar last night? It's now it's basically now a breakfast room. So
Varys stumbles in a sleepy haze, rubbing his eyes down the stairs. Says hello to Laduni.
Morning, Varys. Did you sleep okay?
Like a baby.
Good to hear.
Varys is a bit crazy, so he does random voices.
We have noticed that. We just thought it was part of your character.
I actually haven't even figured out. I'm playing the character completely wrong, so
Play the character however you want to play the character.
To do a redo or
After each session, I'm like, no, don't like that one. We'll try something
Yeah,
different.
Just that's what I did. Like when I leveled up and finally got to the point where I could play my character as a pacifist, I was like, now I can actually start playing my character how I want. You
okay,
can just change
so
Oh,
it's meant to
also,
be a logical lawful, but I think it's more of a chaotic neutral.
so he's I like that where rather than chaotic, you're logical. so it's supposed to be
Logical.
logical or
Well, I'm
chaotic.
meant to be a logical lawful, but
No.
I'm thinking, nah, that's just not me. That's just not me. It's not the way I'm playing this character. So yeah, chaotic lawful. Like
You're
chaotic.
you're
neutral.
either chaotic or lawful, or you could be neutral. But so you're on the chaotic to lawful scale, and then you've got the good to evil scale.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, so I
Trying to play
just like
neutral,
I just like the idea that lawful is logical. So,
neutral is logical, lawful is law-abiding.
neutral is indifferent.
Well, considering my attempt to enter a house, obviously I'm not
Well,
that law.
neutral is meant to be.
No, let's not get on that subject again.
Neutral is meant to be more logical than indifferent. Is sort if faced with two things, you'll go, yeah, this one's not going to inconvenience me as much as the other one, more than anything else.
Yes.
Oh, gee.
Anyways, so
Just which makes most sense.
what I was going to say was Mr. Scales is near the open fire. Actually, he could be cooking it on the open fire. He's got massive freaking, basically a cauldron full of porridge. You get the feeling if you don't like porridge, you ain't getting breakfast. And some of the people, or fuck it, not some, a person you recognise from last night at the bar is like this doddering old man, clearly of wealth, but he requires like a couple of canes to walk around, like a friendly chap, like, but that's it.
Okie dokie.
We shall give him a name. Oh,
Enter the bar.
I kind of want to call him Mr. Magoo, but I'm sure that's going to be copywritten.
Mr. One.
You're not doing it for profit or publicity, so it's fine.
Instead, it's Mr. Blue.
Mr.
Dabba-dee
Blue.
dabba die.
Where's Mr. White?
Yeah.
Mr. Grey?
Well,
Mr. Blue, yeah?
Playing
at-
Cluedo.
at the
oh
moment,
God,
he's-
is this going to be an episode of Cluedo?
at the
I wasn't
moment,
talking about
he's feeling-
Cluedo.
I
It's-
think
it's
it
Mis-
was
It's Mr.
Colonel
Blue,
Mustard
and at the
with
moment
the
he's feeling a
battle
bit down.
in
He's feeling
the
blue.
function room.
He's looking down. Is he like just sat by himself or?
Oh, wow.
Currently, yes.
Okay.
Smash it!
What are you referring to, Varys?
Varys was just calmly eating his porridge.
You've already got yours.
I thought it was dished. I thought we like came downstairs, sat down, and as we were sitting down, we dished it. We got our own, or whatever the hell.
Yep, you can walk up to especially you, Varys.
mean-
You can walk up to the thing and he'll dish you out some porridge.
Well, the Sunitari gets the table service from Dilly.
Certainly won't.
As I walk past, I nod and just I say, "Good morning, Mr. Scales."
He's like, morning, breakfast,
Ah, that would be lovely, thank you.
silver pieces, please.
What?
Yeah, we have to pay for our food. We only paid for. Oh no, what we paid for food and lodging, but it wasn't just
you got an
breakfast.
evening meal out of it.
Yeah.
This is breakfast.
How many silvers?
2.
Oh, wait,
2
doesn't
silver.
the guard cover my breakfast as well?
Yours is, yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yours is covered. Although the sheet only sort of like said food and lodging. Like technically, you're only owed like evening meal, but you know.
Oh,
He
so we
references
get
it,
an
but-
evening meal for free, but we just pay for breakfast.
Well,
and all.
Varys does.
you guys
well,
don't.
yes, you do.
You
'cause
get
you're
squashed by a bug.
Yeah, because I paid for food and lodging.
Yeah, so you'll get that.
You get the evening.
Um,
Cool. Yep, I pass over the 2 silver.
But he will charge
Oh,
you.
smash
2
it.
silver.
Oh, for God.
Varys gets away with.
That's fine. Nope, I pay the 2 silver.
Cool. So yeah, do as you please.
Okay, I'll sat down at a table, I'm assuming. Varys?
Well, I mean, I haven't been to the bar yet. Seems like an
Yeah,
appropriate
yeah,
time
yeah.
to end.
I'll make a spectacular entrance.
Oh, I was just gonna come in, sort of jauntily whistling a tune to myself, and come and sit at the table with you.
Ah, skullduggery, morning.
No, I can't say that.
What were you going to say?
Do?
Oh, yeah, standard. Good morning. How are you all feeling?
Oh, good, thank you. How about yourself? Sleep
Nice to
okay?
be off the road for an evening, yes.
Yes, no, I totally agree. Breakfast?
Not much of a breakfast man myself.
That's fair enough. In the D&D universe, do they have anything by the means of, like, coffee or anything?
Sure.
How would one...
Can't be -2 already.
You can. What are you looking for?
Or if tea's easier. I'm pretty sure they had tea.
That's all right.
Yeah, they
I'm just wondering how. Are you trying to get someone's attention? Are you
I don't even... Well,
just looking for a coffee pot? Or are you just?
I'll just, I'll, like, call over to Mr. Scales and go, do you do coffee here?
He calls out, Dilly, coffee. Actually, he doesn't call it coffee. He calls it Dilly, monkey water.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
Black monkey water.
Wow.
Wow, I was about to say,
Jesus
shit.
Oh shit! No.
Okay.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
okay, damn. That took a turn quickly.
What am I,
Only-
what am I missing?
No, I was completely innocent. It was only
Really?
Till you guys.
Yeah, so was
said-
Anne-Marie Morris until she said it.
I apologise. That was not meant to be in any way, shape, or form offensive.
Oh
I've clearly missed some.
dear. Yeah, you,
You
did, don't
have.
worry.
It's best not repeated.
Is there something that would make Dilly beat the shit out of me?
No, it's more,
Is this something that's in Discord?
let's just say it's not PC.
Not
Fuck
not-
PC. What is it?
Yeah.
Moving on.
I mean, I've been spinning an asshole, but still.
Why break a habit, AK?
Hey, I'm a lovable one.
A lovable asshole.
Yeah,
The best kind.
yeah. Never. I'm not an asshole. Screw you. Fuck you.
So, Jose, I just say to the group as we're all sat at the table, so what's everyone's plans for today?
We not adventuring?
We only just arrived. I personally have some shops I need to see.
Well, if they have a library, I guess I'm going to investigate that.
I've still
Do
got
some
to...
more studying of this wretched area.
I wouldn't yell that too loud, Varys.
You hear Mr. Blue at the table. Woe is me. Woe is me. If only someone would help me.
I completely ignore it and turn to Hansi and say, you is your meeting with the wizard today?
I'm not sure. I just got given my little slip and said that I would be summoned as and when, so that could be any time, to be honest.
I see.
I would like
Um,
to check out, obviously, Flubberbeard is my main port of call at the moment, but I would like to see if there are any other mages or wizards in this town that I can speak to.
If you could update me
Mm-hmm.
as and when you hear, or find another wizard, that would be appreciated.
Yes, of course.
I think yes. I need to visit some shops.
That's fair.
Yeah, it reminds me. I do have some goods I need to get rid of. I was on the way to until that bug decided to squish me.
Indeed, how is your head from that?
Still a sore.
Not the
Yes, but
worst
no-
hangover you've ever had, I can.
Nose is still a bit sore, but when you're an idiot.
Please let this be when Dilly walks in.
So you should have seen me coming, really.
I did. The bug
Oh, I see.
and the nose flap. I just,
Oh yeah.
just couldn't duck out the way. It's like a
We don't all
cockroach.
have my dexterous ability.
Yes.
Funny stuff.
Pony. Da, 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 da.
Are you all staying here another night this evening? Are you staying?
Yep, I've paid for 3 nights lodging.
Fair enough. So
I like it
All
for free,
else.
so I'm going to enjoy it the best I can.
if all else fails, I'm sure I'll see you all here this evening.
Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll, is there anywhere particular I may find you? Should I, get my appointment slot?
I'll sort of just like address myself and be like, I shouldn't be hard to find.
Okay.
Yeah, just look for the biggest commotion.
Yeah, pretty much. And I shall stand up and leave.
I bid you adieu. That leaves me in Paris.
Mm-hmm. Paris.
Paris.
Good
So
old Paris.
while I'm waiting for my coffee, I'm just kind of looking around the breakfast area, and my eyes fall on the old guy, Mr. Blue, who I assume we don't know his name is Mr. Blue.
Well, I figure if you'd have seen him, if you recognise him from last night, then yeah, you can see who you know who.
I know him
You'd
by
have got-
I know his
You'd
name.
have gleaned his name last night, yeah.
Mr. Dappin-dee-dappin-die.
I Has
Clearly
it-
not short of cash. He was buying people drinks.
Is he sat nearby or?
Yeah, like a table or two away, not too far.
I turn to Mr. Blue and go, Mr. Blue, was it?
Yes, young lady.
Um,
My name is Mr. Blue.
what seems to be troubling you?
Oh, we had to retreat from our family home. I have some belongings that I fear is going to be ransacked by demonic bastards.
Yes, it's been quite an ordeal that you guys have had to go through. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, it must be such a shame to lose these items.
Are they, if you don't mind me asking, are they like family heirlooms?
Yes, we've got some. We have some pieces of finest dwarven and elven craftsmanship, which I fear, in the hands of the demons, will simply be destroyed for the sure and just the simple enjoyment of it. And then we obviously have our finest adventuring equipment that we gathered over the years.
Is
All
there
will be ransacked.
is there anything that the town's guards can do to help at all, or I
They're
know
far too busy trying to protect the town.
I just kind of like turn to Varys with like a shrewd look on my face, as in, and just ignore it. Go back to Mr. Blue and go, is there any way maybe I can assist you?
Well, if you could reach my house and rescue some of our things, I'm sure we could come to an arrangement.
Can you? I ask if he could just like write down just the location of his an estate would be the right word, I guess.
Yes, he's like, yes, we're our manor house was just 2 miles northwest of the town.
Northwest, you say?
It's free, yeah. It's free, yeah.
So is it outside the city walls or still within?
Oh no, we're outside of the city walls in a lovely in a lovely meadow surrounded by forest. It's picturesque. We've got a river runs, or a lovely stream that runs past the house. It's just the most beautiful house you've seen.
Oh, it sounds absolutely wonderful.
It was a pain to leave. It really was.
I like kind of walk over and I just kind of like pat him on the back and everything, like consolingly, and be like, I can't promise or guarantee anything, but if there's anything I can do, I will try.
If you wish to go, I have a few items that I would love to have returned to me, and I can either offer you payment, or you can take something else from the house. Like I say, we have adventuring equipment, which looks very ideal for you guys. Or, like I say, financial reward. Or maybe you would just like your status raised in the town. I can help you greatly with it.
Okay. Well, if you can give me a list of the items, the ones that are most important that you would like returned. Varys, I'm really trying to work out if all your noises are related to this conversation or something else.
50-50. I'm listening into your conversation and going, is this, and Varys is thinking to himself, is this going to be another adventure? Get tagged along.
But yeah,
And go,
I request Mr. Blue if you could just make a list of the items.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that would be dwarven made, but not a weapon, because he's kind of like grown out of. He's an old man.
Adventuring.
He's kind of grown out of weapons. So he's got like he's got like the finest dwarven tankards to drink from.
I was going to say something like that because I say they're excellent craftsmen, so they work very well with metal.
So dwarven tankards, something elven. Almost want to say like elven glass, something.
Tapestry maybe of some sort.
Oh yes, that, actually, good call. Elven tapestry. And also in the main bedroom, there are some furs on the beds, or on the bed, uh, of the finest quality.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yes, he does say they're in the master bedroom, but other than that,
Is that just
yes.
are they all in the master bedroom, or is it just the furs?
Oh no, the tankards and the tapestry are all in um, the main dining room, and yeah, the furs are in the master bedroom.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, as I said, I can't promise anything, but I will try my hardest to regain these items for you. So maybe some cheer can come back to your life after the misery that has been bestowed on you.
He just turns around and says, "Well, I can only be thankful that we brought in the harvest 2 weeks early this year. Uh, my farms, plural, um, did a good job this year, and we should be able to feed the town for a few months to come."
That's the main thing. I feel you did good by bringing in the harvest early. Wonders what would have happened if you were unable to do that before the demon incursion happened. How long have you been residing in the city of Star?
All my life,
Maybe.
other than when I was off adventuring, of course, and then we went far and far away.
You didn't take an arrow to the knee, did you?
No,
Okay, good. I hear that affects a lot of adventurers.
yeah. I
You
took some arrows in a lot worse places than the knee, I can tell you that. Fortunately, curative spells are a lot more than simple potion than simple medicine check. Don't know how else to describe that, but yeah, it's a good job we can restore parts.
Cool.
My wife would not have been happy.
So you say you've been here for quite a while then. Maybe you might be able to I have a couple of questions that you might be able to answer or may have some knowledge on.
Of course.
Would you happen to know of I'm looking for a family heirloom myself, and was pointed in the direction of the City of Star to get further information. It was a weapon that came to this city. The family or the owner of this weapon, their family were previously tailors, and they changed their name to Stormblade. Does the name ring a bell at all to you?
He kind of he looks a little solemn all of a sudden. Oh, that sword has seen some dark time.
Could you tell me more about it?
I don't know details, but there's there are stories of people who wield that blade never being the same again.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. I notice every time I've spoken to the when we first entered the city, when I spoke to the captain, as well as Flubberbeard, I seem to get the same reaction every time I mention the name Stormblade. Is there are they a disliked family?
Not to begin with. They were peaceful enough. They were tailors, and this sword, the sword, it was no good. The moment people were wielding it, the dark things seemed to there seemed to be a darkness around the family name. You know, rumors.
As in, like the family was possessed by the weapon, maybe?
I mean, it's always possible, but just some just rumors, negative rumors about nasty goings on.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So your past is more dark. I realize.
And is there anyone of the Stormblade family still residing in this city?
Not within the city. They took over a small keep to the west. They this was some time ago now. They're almost unheard of these days. Only the old families of the town would know of such things.
A small keep to the west, you say?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Blue, for that information. That's actually really helpful. And again, I will see what I can do about returning your heirlooms yourself.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated.
So I like kind of nod to Mr. Blue and go, well, I hope that the rest of your day gets better. And I'd say I will keep you up to date on my quest for you.
As do I, dear boy. As do I.
I curtly nod and then go back to my table.
Dear girl.
I was just gonna say, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll go back and sit back down with Varys. So,
Sure.
I have a little quest that I'm going to be going on.
Why am I not surprised?
It seems Mr. Blue over there, they had to move from their manor, which is northwest, 2 miles northwest out of town, due to the demon incursion. And there are a few heirlooms that he would greatly like returned. Nothing major, but he's offered payment, or if we could bring these items back. They were adventurers back in those, so they have some very fine adventuring equipment that we are welcome to, as long as we return 3 particular items.
Could be fun. we want to bring Skull into this.
Name what? I have been just staring at a wall for I think 20 minutes now.
Sorry.
No, it's not your problem. I'm off shopping. As soon as I left the inn, my brain just turned off.
This is like, and shut down for a moment.
Literally just like AV static for 20 minutes.
Just white noise. Well, when we next see Skullduggery, I can obviously mention it to him. But yes, I mean, I'm definitely going to be going ahead on this. You're more than welcome to join me on this, if you so please.
As long as the city guard don't shoot down any more flying bugs on top of me.
I think as long
I'll
as
be
we're
happy.
away from the city walls, you might be safer.
See me down there. They're nowhere safe.
True. At least you know if they're going to be falling on you, it'll be on your because you caused it, rather than just wandering by and them randomly falling from the sky.
This is true. I don't think I've learned levitation yet, or I can. Oh, maybe I can.
So, Skullduggery, what are you shopping for?
I am shopping for. I should have thought this through. Why the fuck is my character sheet? I feel like I've got some things I want to
You
sell.
wanted a sombrero, I remember.
I gave up on sombrero.
I'll take that off your shopping list that I've got.
Is there anything else on the shopping list? I feel like
No, it was maracas, which you've
sorted that out.
got. There was a sombrero, which I've now just taken off.
Still-
Harmonica, but then you realise that you already had a harmonica. They were the only things I had, unfortunately.
I think I'm just browsing more than anything. Actually, I don't really have anything to say.
How is your pet rock?
Wilson is just fine.
It's very
Having a
quiet.
good time. Huh?
Is Wilson jealous?
No, Wilson's. I feed Wilson regularly. He gets to sit on top of my bag and enjoy the view.
Then falls off and goes, "Where am I?"
No, it's fine. It's all. I suppose I'll just be shopping for sort of general supplies, stocking up on things. Need a new deck of cards and some rations and shit like that.
Yeah, that's all. That's all relatively. Yeah, that's pretty much available these days.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else my character actually needs. I feel like there was something because there was a reason I went shopping, but I cannot remember it for the life of me.
Who got the bronze bracelets? Or was that me and Kay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. I was probably going to try and find some form of gambling den as well while I was out. So I guess I'm looking for some shady peoples while I'm walking around.
Okay, well, shady peoples are generally trying to stay out the way of the guards. Out of the way of some of the guards. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can find some shady people.
I don't even, you know what I mean by shady people? Not like shady people. Not people that look like they're gonna stab me in the alleyway. People that look like.
Oh, if you're not looking for people who look like they're gonna, then
Let they go part and parcel.
I'm
then
either
you're not-
looking for wealthy people or people that sort of, look like they know the area well, but aren't exactly the goodiest of two shoes.
Let's see. I mean, there's the streets are fairly crowded. You're gonna see all sorts of people at the moment because like everyone's huddled in this freaking town.
Are there any other
So-
pubs in taverns apart from the one that we were in.
Sure. There is a small pub. Right in like a tiny little corner, right next to the wall, like easily missed. It's like behind some buildings.
This looks like a good place to look. Go in. The entire town guard is in this pub.
Oh, there are definitely some guard members in that.
Yeah, this is the exact pub that I'm looking for, then, isn't it? There we go. I will go into this pub. And I shall walk up to the bar. Who or what do I see?
Just coming up with a name for the pub. You see a gnome.
Oh.
No, you see a gnome.
What is with fucking gnomes running taverns, Terry? Did you?
Yeah, okay, something.
It's the third gnome in a row.
You do realise he hates gnomes, right?
I love gnomes. Gnomes are brilliant.
No, but Skullduggery does not.
Skullduggery does not like gnomes.
Fine.
You never explained why.
Just don't like gnomes. You have to have a reason. Like, they're annoying as shit 90% of the time.
No, I got this.
It's a half
Like,
gnome.
this pub should be really run by a half orc, judging by what we've heard, Bill.
Nope. This is the most out of place elf you have ever seen.
Oh, perfect. So, standard elf.
Well, kind of standard. Kind of very tanned. Like, elves are
Okay.
normally very pale. This one's very tanned.
Oh,
He's seen some shit.
okay. If you'll approach the bar with
Okay.
this elf at it,
Yeah.
and I'll I'll approach him and be like, "Hello, Mister." I'm assuming it's a male. If it's female, I'll say Mrs.
Female.
So yeah, I'll "Hello, Mrs." With a question mark on the end, you know.
She looks at you scornfully.
Ah. I see. She's looking just generally sort of stood there looking at me scornfully.
Yes.
I'll say a pint of whatever's going.
You kind of get this ale that
Ale,
is
preferably, yeah.
that's like very watered down.
Is it bitty? Are there bits in it?
Yeah.
Nice. I will look at the ale. I will look at the barmaid and say, and that'll be.
I gave everyone a link to some stuff.
Gallons, 2 silver, mug is 4.
This, she turns around and says, 2 copper pieces.
2 copper pieces it is.
She kind of, she's waiting. She's still looking at you, scornfully,
I'm
and yet
using,
somehow
I'm using
expectantly.
And I shall Hand over the 2 copper pieces.
And she's still looking at you scornfully and expectantly.
Yeah, I don't know how to sort of phrase what I want to say next. Basically, yeah, start with so. So rumor is I'm this may be the place I could find. I want to say slightly less legal pastimes, but what's another word for gambling that isn't gambling?
Rolling the dice.
Yeah. So one hears on the street. This may be a place I possibly roll some dice.
She doesn't say anything, but she coughs, and 2 guards walk up and either side of you.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of look at you and go, "Are you trying to cause trouble?"
Me? Trouble? No. Do I look the sort?
They look at your mask. What mask are you currently wearing?
My non-pause mask, my day-to-day. It doesn't have a face on it. Just sort of my day-to-day copper mask.
They kind of look quizzically. I don't know. The fuck?
While they look quizzically, I'll say, here, does this help? And apply the smiley face mask over the top.
That does not help. No, no,
That does not help? Okay, okay.
no.
I'll take it off and put it back in the bag. No, I'll basically just say, look, I'm just a man trying to get a bit. Is there anything wrong about that?
We don't need anyone here interrupting us.
What a man does when he's off duty is no business of mine, no.
Indeed, it is not.
I have no qualms with it. What a man chooses to do in his spare time.
You kind of get the sense they're almost they're starting to like hustle you.
Oh, they're sort of hustling 2 guards. I don't really know what I'd do. Just trying to think. I mean, the little voice in the back of my mind is just screaming dissonant whispers. I know I can't do that.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I could. And nobody would know it was me, but, I mean, people would be able to assume.
I'm fairly certain they'd figure it out pretty quick.
I'll say to the guards, I'll say, I got the impression that gambling was not illegal in this town, but if I'm wrong, you can correct me, and I'll leave you leave you boys to your afternoon alone.
They each grab you simultaneously by the shoulder, pull you in further into the bar, roughly sit you down on a chair in the corner, and say, "Keep your bloody voice down."
Oh, I see. I can do that.
People don't talk about gambling openly here. It is not approved of.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I must have got the wrong impression from the street. I'm new to the area. I've been traveling recently. I was just trying to find somewhere to spend a little downtime.
That is fine. But if we find you have told anybody, especially
Other members of the guard.
Especially head guard Marcus Tryhard, we will fucking tear
Believe me, I won't be trying to try hard anything. It's not my time. I think I'd get into just as much trouble with try hard as you would, gentlemen, if not more.
It's not how much trouble you're gonna get in. We don't give a fuck about you. We don't want you ruining it for the rest of us.
Yes, I get that. I'm saying my incentive to tell him little to none is I'm also not looking for trouble myself. To give you up would be to give myself up. Capiche?
They look at you as if to go, these fucking foreigners.
I kind of want to give them a goodwill jest, but I don't know what would be appropriate. Sort of like tell them
Well,
that
there are
convince them that I'm
gestures
going to
that,
keep my mouth shut. Like,
well, you can, there are ways of gaining favor with people such as these.
I mean, I don't know what the average guard wage is around here, but probably not that. I'll just say, look, how about we got off on the wrong foot? How about I buy you two gentlemen a beer, and we can start over?
They say it's too early for beer. We're on duty in an hour.
Is there a drink that you'd prefer you can have instead?
Yes, they shout over to Madam
Madam is
Cutthroat.
just a good name. No, just Madam. Liss's bar.
If you've ever played D&D with Liz, Madam Cutthroat is a very apt name.
Yeah, I played that campaign. Yeah.
So yes, the guards shout over to Madam Cutthroat. It's like, 2 hot monkey waters
Uh-huh.
on this guy.
I shall wave. Not like wave, but sort of.
She strolls over, hand open.
I'll also say, do we run tabs here?
Certainly not.
Certainly not.
Oh,
Very well.
Coppers, please.
8. What's
Yeah.
that?
8 coppers. Yeah.
Oh,
I
look at
shall,
conversion
okay,
rates.
2 seconds. Reach into my robe, withdraw 8 coppers. I don't know, I'll withdraw a silver
God damn it. Okay.
and pay the lady.
And that stops me doing what I was about to do. Okay.
Tipping is a
Fair
custom in my trade.
It is.
And
She
the-
walks off, doesn't hand over any change.
I didn't, yeah. It's not like I hung around waiting for change. I gave her the silver and turned back to the gun.
The guards stroll up to the bar, take their monkey waters, and walk further into the room where it appears to just get darker and darker.
I guess I'll stand up and follow them.
Okay. As you progress further into the darkness of the room, you find this is a relatively small bar, probably only about probably 15 feet long, quite narrow, like only about 10 feet wide, 15-foot long, and then there's a little door at the end with a 10 by 10 extra room on the end, and in there they're playing some sort of dice game.
Woohoo!
Dice.
I shall gamble in my downtime.
Okay. How much money are you willing to put on the table?
What would seem to be the average bet in this? 'Cause I'm assuming I'm not going to walk in and just be like, I'll just throw 30 gold at these people because I'll probably get murdered and mugged.
Yeah, probably. It's silvers, and then occasionally when people are getting highly involved in all this, it starts turning into gold.
Okay. The mood. I'll go for the sort of just above average, sort of as a newcomer. I feel like I should put. I'll say yeah. As a newcomer, I'll put a bit more into the pot. So
It's like
you'll-
5 silvers.
So yeah, they all stand a chance of winning more off me than I win off them, if that makes sense. Yep.
Fair
I'll
enough.
throw 5 silver
Roll.
into the pot.
Yeah, and roll me 66.
66, yeah.
First dice roll of the
Yep.
evening.
Oh, God damn it. That is fucking
Yeah, you just lost
atrocious.
5 silver.
That is actually an atrocious roll.
You got a 6 in there? What are you on about?
There's 36 is the. Well,
You got exactly half. That was perfect. That
Yeah.
you had a perfect roll.
it's because it looks a lot worse than it is because there are 2 2s up there, but there's a 6 and a 1 which balance each other. Yeah, the 3 and the 4 and the 2 2s. Yeah. Fair enough.
So
You
the
can only do that.
the guards are now looking quite smug. They divvy your money up between them. Ready to go again?
I'll go. I'll hesitate and say, you know what? I'll go again, but I'll match your bet this time. What are we going for?
So this time they each put in 5 silvers.
I'll also put in 5 silvers then. I'm assuming this is a game of individuals, not
Sure.
like
Yeah,
liar's
that'll
dice.
do.
Something like that.
Yeah, that'll do. So
Yep, another 5 silvers.
so highest hand wins. You against 2 guards.
66 again.
Yep.
Above
So,
average, but I'm probably lost
Guard.
again.
Guard 1. Guard 2.
Can I choose to cheat and re-roll when I'm done?
Sure.
I'll
Roll
re-roll.
me a sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck. Shall I still re-roll the dice? Or is that just bad enough that? Oh, wow.
He crit his.
He crit his perception.
Yeah, he did.
Well, here we go. Now comes out the deception rolls and the persuasion rolls.
Well, let's just say 2 guards suddenly get quite angry. We don't deal with your kind of fucking trash in our place. No one cheats. It might be a den of gamblers, but we're all fucking honest.
Hmm. Trying to just toss up the situation. I don't know whether to try and deceive. But with a 20 perception, they know what I did, realistically.
Yeah. Can,
Roll of deception.
I'm
Could I-
thinking you should have better options than deception. You should have like
Persuasion as well.
Yeah.
We'll try and persuade them that, hey, I lost anyway. I'll play straight from now on if you let me play again. I'll make it worth your while.
and then they'll have to roll.
Charisma savings, I guess.
Probably an insight versus your persuasion to
Yeah.
figure out if you're being truthful or not.
Oh,
Yeah, well, it depends on whether or not you're actually being truthful.
I am actually
Like,
being
if you're actually being truthful, even if I crit this,
sort of
it doesn't matter. Yeah, you it's alright. You persuade them. But,
my bad, gentlemen. It was a fumble. I won't do it again. I'll give them each 1 silver to keep the peace. And go for round 3. One, at least this way I can make my money back if I win it.
Okay.
Whoop. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Guard 2, he's well up.
Guard 2 is well up on
Actually,
the
guard 1 won the last round. Guard 2 won this round. So yeah, it's gone the guard's way.
has today. I think 3 rounds is fair enough for gambling.
Yeah, the guards turn around and go, "Lovely, take your money. It's on duty for us." And they stroll out.
So yeah, very well. I'm sure I'll give you my money again another day, and possibly buy you gentlemen a beer if you're not on shift, and follow them out of the bar, back into the street.
Okay.
Doing that sort of classic squint and like, fucking hell, it's bright out.
Indeed, it is.
And I'll just continue about mulling about general daily activities from then on. If I think of anything particular I wanted from a shop, I'll pop up later.
Okay. So, Varys and Lunatari.
I was going to say, Varus, is there anything in particular you want to go and do?
Well, sorry for what? Many miles away. Right, there's some bracelets, and so basically a bit of selling I need to do. Get rid of these 2 bronze bracelets in this Bulgur hide. Good Bulgur hide. Get rid of them because I don't need them anymore.
Back in 2 seconds. Seeing as I'm AFK for a sec there.
And then if we're going straight away on this quest that the Toonie did, or set us up for, then we might, if we're going straight away, if not, spend the rest of the day in the library studying.
I've got probably like the same kind of materials to sell off as well. Because I've got a hide as well as them bracelets. So we need a tanner's shop, and I guess the general store for the bracelets.
There's a bronze, probably a blacksmith might want them.
Oh, that's true, yeah. They're probably quite large as well because they were on demons.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we make a stroll out to the blacksmith first, and then go to the tanner's?
To the blacksmith!
Okay, so if it's blacksmith first, let's see.
Where's the blacksmith?
I'm just googling prices for shit.
Smash it. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, I reckon those bracelets I said they were bronze and nice.
They weighed £5 each.
They weighed £5. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon you're gonna get some good gold out of that. You're gonna get. I reckon you can probably get about 20 gold for the bracelet.
Per bracelet or both of 2 of them?
Yeah, well, if they're £5 each, yeah, 20 gold per bracelet, and 15 for the pelt.
So 55 gold in total.
Nice. Good score on that one, Varys.
Well. So, is that the agreed price? 55 in total?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Ooh, 99.
That's probably back up again.
99 red balloons, 99 gold doubloons.
Love 99 red balloons.
It's good.
Especially the German version. I don't understand it, but it just sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, you should understand it. You technically know the words.
Yeah, but, you know, it might be slightly different in German because, you know,
Translation and everything.
yeah.
Was it
it's
originally
just-
sung in German?
Yes, Nino was German, I believe.
Hansi, shouldn't you know all about this?
What, just... Fucking hell, just because I'm part German? Wow, you're really going all out today, aren't you?
Not intentionally, no. I'm just basically being the
I'm
anti-PC guy.
Clearly.
But yeah, the song just scans better in German.
Mm.
I mean, I've had two very nice whiskeys, so.
Oh, you still
We've got
going?
a load of mashups in the car as well, done by Mash Up Your Boots, and so the guy who did them is, I believe he's German, so a lot of the songs that gets mashed up are German-based songs. And yeah, I haven't got a fucking clue what they're saying, but they just scan so well. Just the tune itself sounds right.
Cool. So if we've sold our bronze and our pelts, we are now ready.
Well,
now we're gonna.
I want to go to the tanner's place because I've got parchment-sized deer pelt. I've got a small piece of crocodile leather, and I've got some deer antlers as well. But I didn't know if that would particularly be for the tanner's shop.
So let's have a look.
Well, then we'll part our ways. I will be in the library, good lady.
Okay, enjoy your studies.
I will.
Late.
I reckon yeah, so the deer is going to be 5 gold.
Yep.
The
Dope.
antlers, I don't actually have anything for antlers, but I'm going to say 5 for the antlers.
Yep.
What else did you say you had?
A piece of crocodile leather.
Again, not in my list. I will give you a bit more for that, though. I'll give you 10 for the crocodile.
Okay, so 20 in all.
That should be. I thought you said you had 2 deer.
Oh no, I've just got one. I've just got deer antlers,
Really?
so I don't know if that counted as a set or.
That's fine. Then 20 is fine. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I will take that. Lovely. Perfect. Is Ferris has gone to the library. Is it?
Well, I assume there's a library in the town. I haven't really asked. Currently wondering about.
I was gonna go. I need to go speak to the. Go back to the guardhouse.
There's not so much a library.
But there's a great
If
library.
if you're looking for books, there is a wizard tower.
Oh.
Yes,
there is a
there is a tower in the town, which looks very similar to the tower that you saw in the last town. So
This looks familiar.
indeed, it's almost like there's a theme, as though wizards live in towns.
In my day-to-day going about, seeing as I'm looking for a wizard,
Same.
I would probably end up heading there.
Yep,
Shall we all reconvene at the wizard tower then?
you can all bump into each other at the tower.
Yeah, I was going more for the convenience. Also, because I was actually kind of looking for a wizard tower, so if
Yeah.
there's a big old wizard tower come out from gambling, I'm like, oh, looks
Ah.
like a good place to go.
Fancy meeting you two outside its tower.
I don't know
It's
where the
almost
hands
like
going
our
to town.
Oh, so intertwined.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
seeing as apparently we are meant to have met through Well, yeah, make a joke about. Well, maybe Talk was right about this whole fate thing, but I don't know if I can know.
well,
It's the fantasy world. Fate generally exists.
you did say you were looking for wizards, as was I. So
I suppose so. It's true.
And my guy is loving the search for knowledge. Ah, search for being able to speak as well would help.
Maybe you can ask the wizard for a brain.
Hey,
This is
No,
this is
not the
turning
tin
into
man,
Alice
that-
in Wonderland, obviously.
that's
That's
species.
not Alice in Wonderland. That's fucking
Wizardables.
Road.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
I was going to say there were wizards in Alice in Wonderland.
Probably.
In a
Have
version,
you ever read Alice in
Yeah, the
Wonderland?
Mad
It
Hatter.
goes
It's
really
fucked
weird
up.
towards the end.
it is very traumatic.
Or,
But yeah.
or was Alice a lady wizard?
I don't care about that Disney shit.
What?
It's not a true story.
Alice in Wonderland in fucking Disney.
Anywho, so I suppose we're all in front of the wizard tower.
Did it start off as a Grimm's thing?
Started off as a book.
Yeah, but who wrote
mean-
it?
It was
Disney technically only has one true wizard. His name is Doctor Strange.
Technically true.
Shh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, you got Merlin from Sword in the Stone.
And yes,
Lewis Carroll.
Disney.
That's it.
There we go. And then Disney did make the film of Alice in Wonderland. So.
Mm.
Yes,
Well, that doesn't count.
Disney shit.
Disney shit.
Wait, they're everywhere. They'll hear you.
There's some things in Disney I quite like, but
Oh,
I was never a fan of Alice in Wonderland, or of the other one we were talking about that I've already forgotten the name.
Sword and
Yellow
Stone.
Brick Road shit.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of
What
Oz.
was Dorothy.
Heard.
The only good Dorothy reference is in Twister.
There's no place like home.
Anyways, so you're
Anyways.
at the tower.
So outside the tower, and well, can I do a perception check to see like how does it look identical to the tower from where we were before?
Sure.
Does it still have the glowing
Give
orbs above
me-
me?
Give me a insight and then give me a perception.
Insight first, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to tell me how much you remember and then perception.
Hup.
So you remember fuck all, so give me perception. Oh yeah, it's fucking identical. Like it's a completely different shape. It's the wrong color. It's yeah. But as far as you're concerned, it's identical.
Varys is looking at it going,
No, like
Ah!
I don't mean it like that. It is actually very, very similar. However, as far
In
as
my
Varys
eyes.
is concerned, he doesn't actually have. Sorry, as far as Lunatari is concerned, doesn't actually have a fucking clue.
Varys is just going.
Varys
Looking-
remembers it almost perfectly, but all he sees is like this blurry outline of a building. It's far too early in the morning for him.
Yeah, clearly he needs to go back to Specsavers.
Maybe that bug hit you a bit harder than you thought.
Yeah, there's probably a slight concussion.
Concussion, yeah.
that hasn't gone through. He flipbox were hardy lots, but that looks like a blurry tower.
Maybe we should
Varys
get
is
you to
like
go
that
see a
guy.
healer.
It's tall. The other one was tall. Yeah.
Must be the same one.
Can I
I
have?
have no interest in whether this is the same as the previous ones.
I was just looking for like how to get in because last time it was a bit of a kerfuffle, and then I found the doorbell.
Yeah, this time no. There's the doors open. There's like a welcome mat on the floor, so don't forget to wipe your feet on your way in. Yeah, it seems quite different.
Okay.
You're not being kept out of this one.
I will like just out of courtesy, I will like stand on the mat and I will knock on the door. Anyway, we'll just go. Hello, is anyone here?
you see like a squire who, like, so basically a student wizard, think Hogwarts,
A student.
kind of walk past you and just go, "Why are you knocking on the door? Come in."
Ah.
Habits.
I
Wipe my feet and walk in.
As you climb the tower, you see that there is like a spiral stairwell that goes up around the outside of the tower. Like you're on the inside of the tower, but it goes up. The spiral goes up the wall
Mm-hmm.
of the tower, and then there's a few floors. The student disappears into one of the rooms. You can see like a classroom of like 5 or 6 students sat in there, clearly in a class. So it depends on what you want to do next. You can keep going, or you can go into the classroom, or
You say there's a class going on at the moment.
Yep.
I would probably wouldn't want to disturb, so I'd probably say keep climbing.
okay, keep climbing.
I'm just looking for a wizard to talk to, so I'm gonna keep going.
Everyone agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first available sort of wizard who doesn't look like a student that I walk past in the corridor, I'll try and.
Well, you don't see anyone in the corridor, but if you do keep walking, you eventually get to this last room. You're now pretty much at the top of the tower, and there's just a door in front of you, big solid door in front of you.
Closed, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Well, go on then, Pixie, seeing as you knocked so well on the front.
I will knock on the door.
You hear. Actually, roll me perception.
Perception. Better.
Yeah, you hear someone snoring on the other side of the door. You knock on the door, but it doesn't stop.
I knock a bit louder.
The best way to make friends.
The snoring is like interrupted, and someone's like, you can hear a little bit of moving around. You don't get an answer, but like the snoring has stopped.
I'd kind of like turn to Varys and Skullduggery. I'm like,
I'll just shrug.
I don't even know if we're like, if this is meant to be like the master of the tower, or I
We're at the top of the tower. Who wouldn't be?
Well, I mean, that would make sense, but who knows? Wizards are weird people.
They
I feel
are.
like we might be better just trying to find somebody else and ask them about it.
Yeah, that may
Knock louder.
be my guess.
Is that what you're gonna do, Varys?
He's
Roll
gonna
a
Yeah.
strength check.
he's gonna play knockdown ginger. He's gonna knock on the door and go hee, and then run.
You can't say that.
Yep, you can knock louder if you want.
Knock
Just
down.
knock on the door a little bit loud.
Knock,
Boom, boom,
knock,
boom.
ginger.
Is that what the noise makes from the door?
Cool.
The door opens,
Oh.
and you see Flubberbeard
Oh.
stood behind the door.
Varys
He has,
just
like,
said slightly to
smoking-
the Sunni smug.
Smoking goblet in his hand, like taking a sip.
I feel
It's like-
like
He's like, "Ah, visitors!"
I bow like respectfully and go, it's good to see you again, Flubberbeard.
I'll just wave and say hello.
Is it morning or afternoon?
12-ish.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah,
Well, I've already been
that-ish.
gambling for some time.
True.
They probably spent some
So
time drinking
is it
coffee
morning
and
or afternoon?
chatting over fucking breakfast. Because
Oh, wait,
like,
did I ever
they
get my
also
coffee?
Talked to Mr. Blue, remember, who gave them details about all sorts of different quests.
I mean, you seem to get up and leave without it, so You paid for it, but
Well, you never said she came back with it, so I just assumed I was still waiting. But
No, that went down a dark path, that conversation.
Just so you drank it while you were talking to Mr. Blue and be done with.
that works. What
There
do
we
I
go,
owe for the
everybody's
coffee?
happy.
Okay, so agree it's afternoon. Yeah, Barrister says
early
afternoon, sir.
hello. What can I do for you guys?
Well, really, just have I personally have some questions for you, and I believe one of my other colleagues wanted to speak to a wizard here in this city. If you have the time.
He kind of looks at his wrist sundial. It's like,
Did that thing work inside?
you see that there's a glowing orb like in his room that sort of like follows him around. Like whenever he looks at his sundial, it kind of flips up to a certain spot in the room.
Ooh. Ah.
Technology.
Clever or
It's not a velociraptor.
My bad.
Nah, she's not a clever girl.
Actually,
Clever
also,
orb.
I pull out my receipt of audience
Well, do you now?
and show it to Flubberbeard. I'm a woman, remember?
Your receipt of audience.
Yes, that I had to sign for last week.
Oh yeah.
You made us sign for everything.
Doesn't
Well,
that say
yeah,
that
it
he'll
depends on who
request
you're
your summons,
dealing with.
not just turn up at my fucking door while I'm sleeping and give it a good old knock?
He looks at it and goes, oh, what a fucking moron, and just chucks it on the fire. You don't know if he's talking about.
I was about to say I can't tell if he's.
I'm guessing he's talking about. My character will assume that he is talking about try hard.
Barrister chuckles to himself.
If
Try
you,
hard.
if you want to roll a insight, you can.
I've got nothing to lose.
I'll
this
roll an
time.
insight, but whatever it is,
No,
my basic.
Lunatari is feeling offended.
And I'm assuming he's talking about the note, not.
yeah, you get that perfectly. So, yeah.
Oh, what we're doing an insight to check for re.
We can if you want.
Let's have a look, skis.
Yeah. He's as far
Varus
as
is like-
Varus is concerned, he's talking about try hard.
He just, as I say, he just chuckles to himself. Just says try hard.
Lunatari thinks that everyone is now laughing at Lunatari and that just called
They are.
Lunatari a freaking idiot.
Well, doesn't she catch on that I say try hard after I'm chuckling?
Uh,
Well, I didn't laugh. I just said-
Lunatari might think that you're
all in on it.
Calling her a
Oh,
try hard, yeah. Well, if she's assessing me now, she could re-roll her insight.
I think that encompasses all of it. I think.
Yeah, I'm happy that.
Right, so Lunatari is feeling a bit butthurt, and yeah. So, what do you? Flubberbeard goes and he goes to the corner of the room
Mm-hmm.
where you see a hammock swung across the room. He gets in the hammock, starts swinging away, and just goes, "What can I do for you, weirdos?"
Well, I don't know about
Yeah, I
those,
think it's who you're talking about here, boss.
but I'd like you to have a look at my wand.
Hoi!
Have you got the pox?
In as much, I wouldn't say the box, but it's a bit dark. I don't know. It's easier if I just show you. And I will.
Zip.
Yeah,
Unzip.
undo the zips, and I'll get out my wand.
Are you doing this in front of everyone, or are you making sure they can only see your back at this point?
No, I'll do this in front of everyone. Everyone saw me pick it up.
So you whip your wand out in front of everyone.
I whip my wand out in front of everyone. And I will ask Flubberbeard, could you give me a bit of insight, if you would?
He reaches out from his hammock and just says, "Place it in my hand."
I will. Yeah, happily. I'll just place my wand in.
I'm having too much fun.
Well, my character is being deliberately innuendoous.
He twirls it around in his fingers,
Wow.
and he's like, "Ah, where did you get that?"
I was
I
born
am-
with it.
Well,
Ah,
I
don't
mean,
know.
this
don't
is
know the
quite a
right word.
nice one.
I thank you. I would say I grew it myself, but alas, I found it.
Oh, the days when you can just find a wand.
you're a wizard, Harry.
So he's like, "Yes, you can cast darkness with this."
I see.
He's like, "I'm not without spending too much time on it. I can't tell how many charges are left on it.
Oh.
It only has a finite use, but yes, you can cast darkness with this."
Huh, maybe useful. Could possibly incorporate it into an act. Or would you know if it would have any monetary value to anybody or anything?
Oh, probably.
I mean, would you know anybody that would be interested? Either you yourself or anybody in the Wizard's Tower?
No, that's not the sort of thing we really deal with. And, I can always make my own if I need to,
I see. Fair enough.
but you could. I'm fairly certain the general store would be more than happy to take it off your hands. If you wish, I can write you a. I can write you a note to go with it to say that I've
Appraised it?
appraised it as a wand of darkness.
I mean that would be good. As I said, I haven't made up my mind as to whether I should keep it or pass it on, because I'm sure somebody else could make more use of this wand than I could. But you never know when a wand of darkness could be handy, really. And one other thing is I have this, and I shall remove a vial from my bag. I say, and could you give me any insight? This as well.
Crap. I don't actually remember where you got the vial. Do you remember where you got the vial?
Oh, it was in one of the chests in the room that was full of mimics. That wasn't full of mimics. The chest that I smashed and somehow managed to not smash the very fragile glass vial inside one. Inside the first cave that we went into just after the Gnome Village.
Okay.
See,
Yeah, it
who
was.
needs to write down notes?
It's just. It was just after we killed the
Yeah, I
bearded
remember that.
devil.
I remember the
After
thing.
someone went in a room and smashed up the entire room of.
One of my
Oh,
least
it's the secret room,
favourite
wasn't it?
skins- Yeah,
Yes.
That we
one of
spent
my least
ages trying to
favourite skins
open.
that I own in Payday 2 is worth £1.77 on the community market.
Ooh.
Selling that bad boy.
So, that's a wand of that. So they don't actually do a wand of fucking darkness. Trying to figure out how much it will cost you,
What
or
could I
not
say?
cost you, but how much you could sell it for.
The wand.
Yeah.
I'll look into that. I don't want to know what's in this vial.
That vial, he kind of looks at it,
Mysterious
gives it-
liquid.
gives it a little shake. He's like, "Oh, that's fun. I've not seen one of those for a while. The last time a student of mine made one of those was years ago." He's like, "That's a potion of invisibility."
Oh, ideal.
Nice.
Well, seeing as yeah, this could have been useful before I knew the spell, but perhaps I can find somebody that also have use of this. I suppose somebody's gonna want to need it for something.
It's a very rare item, apparently.
Mm.
Oh, apparently I have to come up with a price. God damn. Okay, I'll have to come up with prices at some point if you decide to sell one.
Okay. Charged wand. They don't seem to have a standard price. Dunno. Okay. That's fine. That's it. Well, thank you for your insight. Trying to find somebody to tell me what these things are. It's been more trouble than you'd think around these parts. But yeah, that's all I really needed from you. I'll continue letting you have your day to yourself, but I feel like our friend Lunatari has something to say to you.
He just looks at you and goes, "So, did you find what you were looking for?"
I did, but alas, it did not go as intended today. You know. Then
It
again,
rarely does. It rarely does.
Probably has a potion for that.
Seems to be the case, but alas, tomorrow's another day. You can always try again. Who knows?
At which point he nods and waits for the next person.
Yes, Flubberbeard. It's 2 points really. One, I'm trying to gather more information in regards to a family heirloom that I'm looking for that once resided, or believed once resided in this city, owned by a family known Stormblade.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a Mr. Blue in the...
Mr. Blue. He does good things for the town.
who advised me, seemed like quite a tragic story behind it, in regards to whoever possessed or is in possession of this sword, were never the same afterwards, and that there are currently no members of the Stormblade family left in the city. They moved to a small keep to the west some time ago.
Indeed, it was some time ago. Yes, they fell somewhat into disrepute. The rumors are that the sword was actually the cause of this of their behaviors that caused them to fall into disrepute. So, if you are looking for it, be careful.
Can you like
Can
what
I
exactly
interject with a
happened
little,
to them?
ooh in the background?
What?
So can I interject with sort of like a little ooh in the background?
I mean, you can.
I will.
And he smirks at you when you do it.
I turn around and just kind of glare slightly, because obviously this is like a personal quest to me, and I'm not overly keen on being mocked for it.
I'll chuckle.
Too
Say,
late.
sorry, I couldn't resist.
I turn back
He's
to
like, well, it was like, well, it's fairly self-explanatory. Their behaviors became somewhat vicious and deceitful. So yes, they basically they kind of drove themselves out of local society and headed off to their own keep, where they for some time they seem to keep themselves to themselves, and not a lot has been heard of them ever since.
okay. Does anyone know if they're still there, or they've just completely gone off the grid?
Oh, they're completely off grid. We don't even know if they're still alive.
I will definitely have to go check this out. And thank you very much for that. The second part was, would you know another wizard from the town of... Bloody hell, I hope I wrote this down again. Where was it?
Star.
No, that's where we are now. The previous town.
Town.
Cautious?
You have a map, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just letting him dig a hole.
Curfew.
Yeah, clearly Lunatari has no sense of memory.
Shut up. You expect me to remember
She's
all
not
these
blonde,
weird
is
names?
she?
Is Lunatari blonde?
So
No.
rude.
But asking around to know
I
if
mean,
the lady
it
was
could be
blonde.
worse. Lunatari could be ginger.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of backfired on you a little bit.
I mean, Varys is ginger, so there's no reason to worry about there, is there?
What are you saying about gingers, Hansi?
Everything.
Yeah, Hans.
Switching it around now. Anyway, Kethia, would you happen to know a wizard by the name of Torque?
I'm aware of said wizard, yes.
Should you say you've heard talk of him?
So
I'm
you're
sorry, I'm
saying...
sorry.
I kind of feel like this should be in the
I'll back
background.
off, I'm-
No.
I can't help myself.
For that, I literally was just waiting for some sound in the background, just going. Wah, 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 wah.
I was here waiting for old Featherbed here. Off.
I hear he holds a reasonable influence and power in that town.
So you cast minor illusion to do a badoo-tip.
Out of curiosity, do you have way of communicating with him over the distance of these
Yeah,
of the two
yeah,
towns?
that's not a problem. Yep.
Because we've actually were part reason being here was sent to find out what was going on with the demon incursion, and was advised that you may be the person to speak to for whatever information about the demons we found to relay it back to him.
Yep, I can do that. That's not a problem.
Super. Well, I found you're certainly the person I was looking for. We were just advised that there may be a wizard.
What you deserved.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your time, Flubberbit. It's much appreciated.
That's all right. Not a problem.
And obviously, if there is anything I can do to help around in this town, please let me know.
Well, don't let things get you down. Be careful with that sword.
Yes, I will. Thank you very
Aeops.
much for that advice. I'm going to put in brackets. Sword. Dangerous.
So dangerous.
Sword dangerous. Why am I actually looking for it? ... Oh, well. Thank you very much for your time.
That's all right. He gets up out of his hammock.
And bow respectfully and walk out of the room.
Okay. He grins at you as you start leaving the room.
Obviously.
As they are leaving, I'm assuming Kay is also leaving.
Yeah, I got love for the wizard. He's served his purpose.
Turn around briefly and say one last thing. I don't suppose you happen to know of any enchanters locally, or not locally, but
You can't get your snake enchanted, God.
What are you after?
weirdly specific. But my mask,
Which one?
my main mask, I suppose. I'm looking to get it enchanted as to shape itself, so I don't have to swap my masks constantly for my.
I'm sure we can think of something. If you leave one here with the students, we can make that bit of a project over the coming weeks.
Okay. Would there be a charge for this, or would you just use it as learning experience?
I can leave this as a learning experience.
Wonderful. I'll leave 2 just in case they mess up one.
Good call. Good call.
From my bag, I will retrieve
Some of
2
these students are freaking idiots. They really are.
Wow. We all have to start somewhere.
It's
I
very
shall
true.
retrieve 2 masks that are just sort of non-paused masks, so general facial expression. Because of course, I need 2 of those because they're my most used mask.
Okie dokie.
That does leave me without a non-paused mask, though. And yeah, I shall say thank you very much. I'm sure we'll find a way to check up on you.
So were you the last one leaving the room?
I believe so, because I was sort of, hanging behind the other 2. Not because I wanted to keep this a secret, but because it was sort of like meant to be an afterthought.
Fair enough.
And then I shall bid him adieu.
So is everyone walking down the stairs now?
Yar.
Yeah, I agree to that.
As you start walking down the stairs, he's gonna hold out his hand, touch Skullduggery on the shoulder.
Oh.
So to make you turn around. Holds his finger up to his lips to tell you to shut up.
Okay.
Pulls you back off the top step,
Eh?
and then you see him pull a lever,
Okay.
and the steps disappear, and all you have is a flat slide all the way down. So
Slide.
yeah,
I'll look at him, and I will just nod.
you see the
Very
look on his
fine.
face. He's now wetting himself, laughing.
Yeah, because first go. Ah!
So roll me some deck saves.
I love this old git.
I will, audibly chuckle.
Deck save, yeah?
That's enough for Varys. I think he's gonna do it, and not for you.
Yay! It's not me this time.
What was your walking order? Was well, actually considering
Hansi would be first.
Hansi
Following the
Hansi
conversation,
just
Hansi would have led, and then Kay would have followed.
Hansi just disappears down the thing.
Varys would have slid it down to it and probably gone, and then started laughing to himself halfway down.
So Lunatari ungracefully exits the. You also, the moment he does it, there's like this ringing bell that's clearly audible all the way through the tower. You hear some doors slam shut. And yeah, Lunatari ungracefully slides all the way down the tower, exits out the front door, and takes 2 points of damage.
Swear to God, I take more damage from fucking not being in combat.
I mean, at least you didn't get hit by a giant flying bug.
I mean, that would be a bit more respectful.
I shall,
Varys basically finds his feet and slides, but surfs down the stairwell. You exit somewhat ungracefully, but you don't take damage. Skullduggery gets the option of how does he want to go down this slide.
I was about to say, I shall turn to Flubberbeard and say, a man after my own sense. Say, do I have the honors? And sort of project towards the slide.
He just bows and offers like the slope.
I shall, Geronimo, as such, give him
Are you
a
gonna
joking.
Are you gonna go on your feet?
God, no, I'm not gonna surf the fucking. I'm not gonna surf the slope. I'm going for the full sort of skid down, like slide down.
What? You're not going to go Legolas style on the shield?
He's gonna. I know he's gonna flick the lever behind me and turn it back into stairs. Like,
No,
If
not
it-
at all.
If he wasn't, he is now.
No, it's still not gonna do it.
Ah.
fair enough. I shall slide all the way. Controlled, but you know.
Okay. You get a little message in your head as you get to the bottom because I expected more from you. I thought you were fun.
I'll say back because I'm assuming he's used message.
Yeah.
I'll say, well, maybe next time I'll do a flip. You wizard types, you didn't know if you'd turn it into stairs under me. If I'm honest,
Maybe next time.
we'll see. And I shall enter out into the street. I should have done a flip.
Well,
I didn't think of it as a performance thing, honestly. I was just like, it's a slide. What
Well,
would Skullduggery do when faced with a slide? Slide down the slide.
we will be going
As I
back.
said, it was sort of like a Geronimo. It was like a jump on.
there wasn't even a Wii.
I've never said there wasn't a Wii.
Well, you at least could have went to the bathroom first.
I did say a Geronimo slide. It sort of implies that I was definitely enjoying it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Hmm?
You yawned.
Hmm.
Anyways, into the street we go.
Indeed.
Landing on my butt, going, that was fun. Look at it, let's do the. You okay there?
you see Lunatari like flat on her face.
You okay there? You seem to have had an early lunch. Or an early dinner, as it may.
I literally just get up, dust myself off, turn back, glare at the pair of you.
Well, I
I'm
wouldn't have arrived. As you turn around, I feel like for comedic timing, would be a perfect time for me to sort of reach the bottom of the slope and say, "Hey, princess, next time send me a postcard."
I literally I've dust myself off, I glare at you guys, I flip you off, and I just walk off towards the guard tower, the guardhouse.
I can easily imagine that
That's the exact
Lu-
scenario.
Lunatari is not a fan of Flabberbeard right now. First of all, she thinks.
He's insulted.
And now he's like ungracefully ejected her out of the building.
Yeah, I have
And
to
also,
admit,
he didn't
is not
really
really a fan right now.
Didn't really object when I made a joke about Lunatari's sword.
I'm just not happy with any of you lot at the moment, so hence me storming off to the guardhouse.
Well, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I'll say this to Varys.
Yeah. I could make an anti-PC comment, but I'm not going.
You've got anything else planned today, or
I don't know what we're doing. We gonna go off adventuring, or we just gotta do our own thing for the day. It's afternoon now.
Lunatari seems to be on a mission or have somewhere to go. So, personally, with nothing else, I may as well go see what she's up.
Yeah, let's follow her. Maybe she'll chill out.
Possibly. Who
If
knows?
not, it'll be funny to watch.
I totally agree, wholeheartedly. And she'll walk down the street after Lunatari towards the guardhouse.
Shit, I should have said where I was going.
I feel like
I feel like I should not have said where I was going and just gone.
we still followed you, not retards.
Yeah, we can still see where you're going. And if not, we can just track you.
Else we'd probably just go to the pub.
Okay, so you're making your way to the guardhouse.
Yep.
The guardhouse.
you
D&D's
get to
one.
the guardhouse.
Is anyone, like, when we get there, is anyone on duty we recognise? Is Marcus Tryhard there, or even Captain Basalt?
I don't know. You're only at the guardhouse. I mean, there's a couple of guards stood outside the main door.
What is up, pimps?
Doc.
Me, what's up, Doc?
I just turn to the two guards outside the guardhouse and going, is either Marcus Tryhard or Captain Basalt around?
Yeah, Tryhard's indoors.
Trying hard, huh?
Would it be possible to have audience with him?
I feel like you're too polite about this thing.
Yeah,
But
they
I'll
just
vocal
kinda-
it. I'll say, I'll sort, yeah. Tap Pixie on the shoulder and be like, you're being too polite here. Can we see Tryhard?
Yeah, help yourself.
Sweet. Cheers, guys. And with that, walk into the.
Really not helping you being in my good books right now.
You're just too polite sometimes.
Have you ever considered that's my character?
Well, yes, but have you considered my character as neutral and that standing around while we're doing nothing is a waste of everybody's time?
I'm just enjoying the character of this madness.
Walks into the guardhouse.
I'll apologise. I didn't mean it harshly. It's sort of. I feel like there's a certain
two
custom.
Need a hug.
I feel like there's a certain custom in this town.
I get the feeling Lunatari and head guard Tryhard is
Great friends.
Yeah, those two will get on really well.
Whereas me and Flubberbeard.
Flubberface.
Whereas me and Tryhard are probably not going to be the best friend.
Oh no, I really don't think so. So yes, you walk through. You can see the cells either side of you as you walk through the building.
Sorry, I didn't think. Did I recognise either of the guards?
No.
Am I thinking of this D&D campaign or another one that I was watching? Were there demons in any of the cells?
There
but there
was, yes.
were-
There was. Okay, cool. I thought I was
And
mixing
they
my
look quite bloodied and battered.
Huh. Cool. I head over to Tryhard.
So, basically, this is a two-story building.
Yep.
So you walk along the corridor. You've got cells either side of the main corridor. You get to the end. There's a stairwell. You go up the stairs, and then there's basically guard places for guards to rest, and then there's also the captain's office. So, in one of the guard rooms, probably the first one.
Yep.
You can look in there and you will see Captain Tryhard. I mean, it's not as though you have to open the door and peek in. The door's open. You see him sat there behind a small table.
Okay.
Are we within earshot of Tryhard?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut then. Because I was going to say something along the line. Well, we've seen enough of him, let's go. But I feel like that might not go down too well, so we'll just walk.
I just approached. Would you say you sat at a desk?
Nothing as grand as like a proper desk. It's just a table
Table.
that he's got paperwork on. Yeah.
I basically like walk up to the table and go, try hard.
He kind of looks a little bit stiffly. It's like, head guard, Tryhard, thank you.
My apologies. It's the one time I don't fucking go
I was
polite.
about to say, Hansi, god damn it!
Fucking hate this.
I feel like that's my character's fault because I've told you to drop the act, and you've gone in and just thrown yourself right in.
Oh, she did it there.
Trying to be true to like people's characters. It's like
It's getting me
So
fucked in the
hard.
ass.
Really, is that appropriate?
Anyway,
Back to the story at hand.
when we were brought into the city, you took my horse to the stables. There was a cart attached to it. Did that end up at the stables as well?
yes, that is currently at the stables.
Perfect.
500 gold pieces.
And secondly, I will need to be leaving. I have some errands to run, which will be taking me out of the city. Do I have free reign to come and go?
He starts scribbling down on a piece of paper,
Oh God!
signs it, hands it to you. Sign here.
I sign away.
Okay. So without reading it, you've signed it. Excellent.
Tryhard's gonna learn
Uh,
that you're not reading things. And again, he's probably too by the books to actually make use.
We shall see. Anyways, so he hands you a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Read it.
That's
Can
fine.
if you like.
I've already got.
I mean,
I've already got
Barris
something
will-
planned when we leave the room. I'm not gonna say it in front.
Perhaps will gently says Romala to him, you might want to read that.
I was going to.
It just says like return individual's horse and cart, confiscated. Puts like a date on there, and it's signed him, signed you.
Like, what time of
Uh,
year is it? It was springtime, wasn't
Oh, I
Uh,
can't remember.
it? I
think?
feel like we had this discussion at some point.
We have, yeah. But I didn't want to make it too arduous, so I think I made it like
Spring
Either
or
spring or
autumn. one or the
autumn.
other.
yeah.
Autumn.
I
probably
think
makes-
I think I made it autumn because I wanted winter to be around the corner.
Well, they've just had the harvest. You said earlier on, so autumn would
Makes sense.
post-harvest autumn. Yep.
So what you're saying is, winter's coming.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
gotta be prepared.
Winter is coming.
Yes. Yes, winter is coming. So yeah, so it just says like what the date was, and then it also at the bottom just says access to and from city granted by head guard Triad.
Way to try
Sorry.
hard, man.
Head guard M Tryhard.
Marcus.
Maximus try hard.
Yeah, Terry. I just Maximus. I
That
just
would have been
got a list
better.
of wands and their prices. And there is this general guide sort of has detect magic wand is 375 gold. Wand of darkness 4,500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
I don't think we'll be following that pricing list.
Not quite.
Yeah.
And not when the wizard said that his students can create one anytime he feels like.
Well,
Doesn't
you know,
really
he said
seem
he
that
could
rare.
create one anytime he feels.
Oh, no, it's the invisible poison. Not the invisible poison, the invisible potion.
It's
that
the
you can-
invisibility potion that his students can make but don't often.
Yes.
Haven't made in a while, yeah. I'm just gonna
Considering Lunatari's behaviour today, if you're just walking around behind her going "Dur, dur, 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 dur."
That's why I'm
I would
not
never
doing-
do such a thing.
I will cut you
we
down where you
moving
stand.
on?
My character's kind of got into that mood set where it's just like, I will cut you down where you stand.
Well, if we're done in here,
Yeah, I
perhaps we should go see Cobb.
I thank Marcus for the receipt, and nod and take my leave.
You know, about this time.
I nod.
I'll none of the above, I'll just turn around and leave.
Later, try hard.
I will head
have
off to
no
the
reason
stables.
I'm joking with this man, but I have no
He,
reason.
he looks scornfully
Overly friendly.
and says nothing.
I'll as we walk out, once we're just out of earshot, I'll sort of turn to Lunitari and say, one of these days you're gonna sign your life away and read it later, aren't you?
Probably.
Terrible habits. What I mean, each their own.
Indeed.
Oh, don't be so mean, lady. She's got a lot on her mind.
But what's
I wonder if that's how you ended up making a pact with the demon in the first place.
Or by accident.
that could be your backstory.
You signed something without reading
None of
it.
us know you have
All of a
pact with
sudden,
the
you're a
demon.
warlock.
You're a warlock, Looney.
I'm a what?
Since
You're a
when? Ah, fuck.
But I'm just Lunitari. Well, just Lunitari.
Oh, God.
You are a warlock. I'm not a fucking warlock.
You're a hexblade.
Listen here, demon, you fat.
Get it right here. You signed the agreement. Can't go back on the contract.
No, I'll start the conversation. I'll spark up the conversation. You mentioned you had errands. So
Yes.
where are you taking corn on?
I have 2 stops. One is to a manor 2 miles northwest of town, and the second is a where is it? A keep to the west.
Fair enough. I mean,
Would you like
I'm-
some company?
as I say, I'm free the rest of the afternoon if you like some company. Got nothing planned.
The first part, the keep, your help actually would be quite appreciated, and there is actually reward in it for us.
Ooh, I like rewards.
So it's work for Mr. Blue, who we saw at the very down-looking old chap.
Oh, was that the grumpy fellow in the tavern? Yeah. I saw him out the corner of my eye, but I'm guessing you spoke to him more.
Indeed, yes, he was driven from his manor.
Sounds like Blue sounded. Mr. Blue didn't sound grumpy. He sounded rather blue.
I see. So
Um,
a man who could do with some help.
Yes, he's pretty well known around the town. There were just a few heirlooms that are at his place that he kind of would really like returned, or like to get back before the demons he fears will just destroy. And as a person looking for an heirloom himself, I kind of sympathised with him on that. He's basically after some dwarven tankards, an elven tapestry, and some fine furs. Basically, he said that he can give us money, or they were all a bunch of his family were a bunch of adventurers back in the day, and they have a load of adventuring gear that we are welcome to.
Well,
So-
could be interesting. No harm helping a man who's had a bad time who can't help himself. I have nothing against that.
And the second part, the keep to the west. I'm not going to really say too much more about that because it's about my personal quest, and I don't know if I want to have it as a group thing or if it's something I just go off on by myself to do. So, but yes, if you
What
would,
a weird explanation. That's fair enough. I mean, if you just don't mention the other part of the quest, I'm sure
yeah,
I probably won't bring it up because you'd have distracted me with loot.
yes, and
So,
it could be some decent. He said that they had quite good equipment and
Adventuring
stuff,
gear, yeah.
adventuring gear, so that could come
Well,
in handy.
Even if it can't help us, I'm sure the town may appreciate some adventuring gear. Could put us in good stead with some people here if we brought some even tools or medicine or whatever back with us.
Mm-hmm.
we said we had to help ourselves as they can no longer use it and the demons may destroy it. Anything we can bring back's better than nothing. We may as well take the cart with it.
Yep, hence why I went to get the cart. More
Makes
stuff
sense.
to carry.
You coming with, Tree Man?
Tree man.
Tree man.
Oh, sorry, Varys. My bad.
Yeah. Faceless.
You call her. I felt like nickname was needed.
Faceless one.
Well, that's just a description. I suppose Tree Man is too.
Yeah, Tree man is a description, not a. I could tag along. I'm not doing anything else. I was going to read some books, but if they're all in that old man's library,
Never
I
know.
don't think I'll find out much.
It's a family that's been here for a long time, so there may be books there that may have knowledge that you're after.
Ooh.
So, are we allowed to go in this man's house, unlike the one you said no to before?
I mean, we do have express permission. I feel like that makes it slightly better than just letting yourselves in.
Well, sure.
Whatever makes you happy, Tree Man.
Faceless one.
I'll smirk and give you sort of a joking punch on the shoulder.
I'm waiting for a whole.
Smirk.
I'm waiting
You
for a
have-
whole Avengers
No,
thing
you
now,
are,
where
like
he kind of like taps him on the arm and
An
Tormund just goes
audible smirk,
boosh.
like-
Are we gonna have a
friendly.
tap on the arm?
No, I'm not going to do the whole.
I was gonna say, please do the Hulk Thor thing.
I
Hulk
haven't seen.
Fourth.
Oh right, yes, yeah, the scene from the trailer. Anyway, yes, continuing. To the stable.
Puny faceless one.
So get to the stable.
Okay, to get to the stable, there
Uh,
is a guard at the stable.
I show the receipt for me horse and cart.
He kind of, this guy is like looking at the receipt. He's squinting at it,
Steady on his feet.
and then he hands it back and goes, "What does it say?"
Your finest cart, sir, and that cob over there.
I'm not going to be deceitful. I will just say I'm here for my horse and cart.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking, sir. Yes. What? Listen to the lady.
He's like, "Which one's yours?"
It's I would say it's the cob horse, but he's not even going to know what that is. So can I
Oh, he
click?
knows what, he knows what a cob is.
Okay,
He's
it's
taken on me on it.
it's the cob.
He's like, that one, or that one.
That one.
Okay. Which
Right.
one
Don't
are you-
point at one. I'll just say that one.
The right one. As in the actual right one, not the actual right direction right.
he gets out of actually fuck it, let's find out.
Should we roll a d4?
Surely the Toonies should be able to go up to the guy and say, yeah, it's this
Yeah,
one, and
give-
then actually
give me
go
a
up
number.
to that horse.
Give me a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Okay, so if I roll a 2, it's your horse. If I roll a 4, he brings you the smallest pony you have seen. He brings you the wrong horse.
No, not that one. That one.
Oh. Brings you the other wrong horse.
Not that one! That one!
Okay, the only options left are 2 and 4.
Can I not just walk up to my own goddamn horse and go?
You can't. Yeah. While he's
I've
walking towards
literally.
the
Let's just get to the
last
point where my character
Hey,
has
he
lost.
brings you the right.
I was-
Hey!
My character is starting to lose its patience.
Thank you very much,
Toonies
then.
seems to be
That's the
very,
right
very short tempered today. I don't know what it is. You feel okay, Latuna? You seem to be easily flustered.
It's fine.
Other than that, I'll take
Does Latuna need a hug?
I'll take Corn on off the nice stable.
He's like, nice horse, that one. I like that one. That one's fun.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Oh, well, you've been doing it.
I would literally,
I
my
talk-
Wayne strength, wait.
I talk to them.
Ah, good
And they
back.
talk back. Yeah,
Talk back.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's a nice horse.
Oh, it's good to have some company around here, isn't it?
Some of these horses are mean, but that one's nice.
Well, I'm glad we provided you with a nice horse.
But unfortunately, sir, we must take this one back.
Oh, thank you.
To look after.
Oh,
He just made this guy's day and then just dashed it in one go.
Well, maybe one day you can have a nice horse of your own.
I want a horse like this horse.
Oh.
He's a good horse.
Nice horse. But I'm afraid for now we need the horse. Could you show us to where our cart is?
I'm not playing the whole witch cart game.
I'll just say, do you know which cart came with this horse?
Corpse.
It's either this one or this one.
It's that one, and I'll point to the correct cart.
Okay.
I literally was about to go, Skulldugger, you deal with this, and just walk straight out again.
No. I
He leads the
directed-
horse to the cart. Starts hooking the horse up. So, trying to think what the big holster, isn't it? Neck holster. No.
Yeah, something. I'm not a horse person.
Harness? No.
Yeah.
Reins, harness thing?
It's not going to be reins. It's either harness or halt. Is it a halt?
Yeah, that sounds about right, because it's
Begins
for
with
stopping
H.
the horse, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I know nothing about horses either.
No. Halter is just what they wear on their face.
No.
Okay, it looks as though it would be. There's an image here of what I want, and it's named everything apart from what the fuck it is. So the horse collar's there, and he's put the halter on it. Oh wow, there's a fucking ton of fucking names on the horse. Yeah. So your horse is all hooked up to the cart.
Cool. I go up to Cobb, and obviously, because I'm very protective of my horse, I go up to it and I kind of just stroke its mane and everything, and just like, they looked after you, girl. Do I have any horse food on me still? A carrot or anything?
Dunno.
I know we brought food for the horse. But I don't feel like I wrote it down.
Oh, I can't remember the gender of your horse.
It's female.
Yeah, she liked it. She thinks it's a holiday.
Ah, well, we must be on our way. Thank you very much for taking care of Cobb.
So bring her back safe. I like that horse.
We will, don't worry. And, start making our way out.
Okay.
Barris just jumps in the back of the cart like he normally does and sits back to relax.
You can start walking your horse towards the gate, but the
gates.
portcullis is down. And
Do we have a map of the local area before we leave?
No, you do not.
Other than what?
Guys, we might need
Oh.
a map.
Other than the one you gave us.
I'll say to Luna, before we actually leave, you know where we're going, yes?
Well, we need to go
Do you
north.
even know what this house looks like?
Well, it's a big estate, surrounded by forests. There's a lovely stream round it.
Well, the portcullis is closed. We'll ask at the gate if they know the direction to Mr. Blues. I'll pop back into a general store. I'm sure there's one nearby.
I mean, there is. You can have one next week. I'm not drawing one now, so you can have one.
No, that's fine. I just meant sort of.
Oh yeah, because the
We're gonna
City of
need a
Star
map
is the
to
far
know
end of
which
the.
bloody roads and back roads to take to get to where we need.
But yeah,
So-
the guy at the gate, he's like, oh yeah, Mr. Blues. Oh yeah, so follow that road out there. Go left, right, over the stream. Blah,
It's
blah,
not the
blah,
same
blah.
guard as the stables, is it?
No,
They
no.
still sound the same. It's his brother.
I was about to say they're twins. Oh God, could you imagine?
That could be quite good fun, actually. I've only got him down in my notes as the full guard. He has got a name, but he never asked for it. So
No, I was just thinking
He
to
is-
myself that we didn't ask the name. I'm sure we
is-
can ask
he
it
is
when we
the
get
full
back. He
guard.
seems to be the stables man.
if Andy started playing last session, he would have quite possibly come into play a lot more. But seeing as I'd written him down and he had a name, I was like, nope, he's going to be in use.
enough.
He's going to be the.
Oh
he's
God,
gonna
was he going to be the one that let us out of jail?
Well, he would have been easy to convince to let you out of jail. There were going to be guards, and then there was going to be him.
Oh, I see.
But now, what you've done is you've turned him into a ranger stable boy.
A stable boy. Worst kind.
I'm gonna make sure I write down that he's a ranger.
He's done his character sheet and everything, I'm assuming.
Andy? Yeah.
Who, Andy?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Oh, he's not doing
Well, he's made a character. He's not
uploaded it
actually signed into Roll20 yet, so I can't assign him a character
Yeah.
sheet for him. to
Oh,
put
I
his character
see.
on. Cool.
Where are we at? We are at just gone 10.
Yeah,
I was going to say, do you want to call it
I had
that?
a little nap. Yeah, I had a little nap before this, but
No, that's cool. I thought this. Well, I would say we're 2.5 hours in, so it seems like and where we are seems like a good place to stop.
yeah, I'll get you a map for next week as well.
Are we stopping here, are we?
Yeah.
That does seem
Yeah.
appropriate. Then Andy could happen to be on the road or whatever if he's playing next week.
On the road again.
There'll be plenty of places to meet chefs between now and returning to the city, I'm sure.
It's not going to be recorded forever.
I got a good idea for as long as he plays next week. I got a good idea how you can meet him. Actually.
And if he doesn't play next week, I can imagine we'll bump into him in the town in the week after. Like,
Yeah, I'll keep coming up with
the
ideas of how
if we
you
keep
meet.
it easy enough to write a character in between now and getting the character in, then everybody's happy.
So long as you're not mid dungeon crawl, and then
Yeah,
even
that's what I'm
then I
saying.
can figure something out.
Because I can imagine if we left now, we'd probably end up mid-battle or whatever by the end of this.
Like even mid dungeon crawl, you can come across like a prisoner or something. So that's
Prisoner.
fine.
Somebody else that's crawling the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
You don't
Um,
often get that sort of adventurers bump into each other, but
But it would work.
it'd be quite funny because would you immediately be like combat?
It's quite possible.
Because I mean, yeah. I mean, with a pacifist on the team, I can imagine we'd probably work it out. But I do
True.
try to talk to most things before we kill them. We
It
tend
is-
to end up killing them anyway, but
Anyway, I need another coffee, so I shall be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll quickly. I'll do the close off.
See you later, princess.
See you later. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me tonight. Hope you've enjoyed. We've got our horse back. We've met a wizard of sorts, who is not to my liking right now. But we will be returning next week for some more adventures. So thank you for joining me. My name's Hansi. You've been watching Chills on Gaming. Good night, folks.
Wop, wop, wop.